Gotta fix a lot of things before I leave. Oh, hey, Instagram, it's me, T, from the Pattersons. Take the trains to bed. Did I tell? No, of course I didn't tell you. 'Cause I saw it last night. What am I doing? I saw the Denzel movie, the new Denzel movie. You know, when you have a big star, they don't really call it the name of the movie. They call it the name of the star. I know somebody else is the star of the movie, but the big name, the big draw, the big thing is Denzel. So I saw the Denzel movie last night. Now, are they supposed to have an Equalizer 4? I don't know. These rumors go around. I don't be paying attention to. There's a lot of stuff I don't pay attention to. I'm sorry. The movie. I was about to jump to something else. The movie. It's the new. It's the. I like the way they have Gladiator. That in the middle they have the thing that goes so it's two Gladiator. It doesn't matter. The point is, here's the way I look at the movie. Okay, I know. See. Okay, it's complicated, but I'm going to try to break it down, right? I've been going to film a long time. I mean, at least by my recollections since 1957. Steadily going to movie theaters, the big screen. I'm not talking about what you do the flixies and the way and the swoops and all the rest of that stuff. No, this is like in a real proper movie theater. I've been to screening rooms. I've been to movie theaters. That's what my thing, movie theater. And it's different when you sit in a movie theater. What happens is because it's a limit. It's a 2-hour movie or a 3-hour movie. Like I saw a Soviet Union version. I guess you'd say Russian version. It's back in the Soviet Union days of War and Peace. What they did, back in the early Soviet. I think it was 6.5-hour version. It's like a 6.5-hour version of War and Peace. Those are the kind of things that I'd be looking. Anyway, that's not the point. Yeah, movies have, in my lifetime, there's different eras of movies. Like when I first went to the movies, it's like the Bronx movie theater. There's like three movies plus you have the serials in the beginning, like Flash Gordon or whatever. They tune in, come back next week for the next episodes, whatever. So the movie theaters were sort of different then, We sort of love, and plus, you deposit your kid. Saturday in the movie theater at like whatever 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 whatever it opened up, and then you be go. Then I guess the parents or whatever they go do what they want to do because the kids we've been moving all day long because you can see the movie more than once, that kind of thing. Anyway, so different eras. Here's the way I break it down. I'm gonna go way back. There was a thing called The Exorcist, right? A movie called The Exorcist. The Exorcist, the movie The Exorcist with the spinning head and what's her name, Linda Blair, with the spinning, and the priest and she's cursing and she's spitting projectiles. It was very funny. I'm sorry, but the thing is, I haven't gone to movies all the time. But when The Exorcist came out, you have to remember, it was a time when a lot of people had gone to the movies and then they sort of stopped going to the movies. I don't know what that means, but when they was doing movies, they would have, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, or, they have certain, Mary Poppins. Even before then, the movies had a certain, like a glamour to it. And what they would be doing is that they, wholesome movies or whatever have it. I remember one time I was, let me put it this way. I was the extra for Putney Swope. So when Putney Swope came out, I went and saw it in the movie theater. What was interesting, right before they played a short. It was like a Busby Berkeley short. It's this guy did a lot of choreography, a lot of women dancing. A lot of women like we be like 60 women. Okay, I'm trying to exaggerate. Like 60 women in this frame, and they all be doing the same steps and stuff like that. Maybe I'm not exaggerating, but the point is, the movie that they showed right before, it was a short, right? It was like all in white. The costumes were white. The set was white, and if you don't know Putney Swope, it's like a precursor to blaxploitation movies. It actually is a blaxploitation movie, but since it was done by Robert Downey Sr., they didn't call it black because it wasn't a black director. Don't worry about it. The point is, with the effect of seeing this big screen with all this white people, white dancers, white costumes, white set, whatever, then it had an effect on you. The movie had an effect on you. You see, and when you see a movie on a small screen or something like that, it doesn't have the same effect. My point was this: a lot of people before the Exorcist hadn't seen any new technology movies that came out. When did the Exorcist come out? Maybe it came out in 68, 69. I don't know when it came out. I think it's the late 60s. But the Catholic Church had banned this a lot of the even before it came out. So there was a whole lot of things where people were just, they were not hyped, but they wanted to see, curious about to see Exorcist. Why is it so different? But when they saw it, a lot of people fainted, they were disturbed, whatever. I'm going to say, these people, they just ain't been in the movie theaters in the last 10 years because movies have changed from Jason and the Argonauts to the Exorcist, different special effects, everything, And so it was kind of interesting. So if you look at view movies at different eras and different kind of things, then there's got a lot of movies that movies came out. They became TV. They just tried to compete with movies, and so they would do things like they would, do episodes. Look, it's a different kind of thing because you sit in the movie theater for 3 hours. That movie gets into you, whatever. If you're on TV or you're in your streaming services, you can stop and then do something else. Come back to it, and the flow is different. I remember when I saw here in South Africa, I saw miners shot down. Right now, usually you just see clips of it. It was about this whole thing where the miners went on strike, and then there was whole thing. And then the officials officially, shot them. It's like, I don't know, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9 miners were killed in this incident. Especially when they were just about to give up. Well, they had an agreement, but then somebody in higher authority that wasn't on the scene, they changed the agreement. It's a whole mess. Well, if you see the movie, if you ask somebody, you just see the movie Miners Shut Down, South African movie, it's documentary, then you only see clips. But if you sat down like I did it when I was at the University for here in an auditorium, it was an auditorium, a theater, intellectual theater, whatever it is, and they showed the movie. You had to sit there for this whole hour and whatever minutes, more than an hour and a half, I think. And the effect of the movie, when you see the whole thing, and then you hear the last bit effect when this policewoman said, "You did a good job today." Took all this is South African context, where you had your black policemen and your colored policemen and your white policemen, and this one policewoman saying that you did a good job by shooting down your fellow countrymen. It had an effect that was totally different if you just seen clips. You see, I bring that all up to say, and I didn't want to talk about Gladiator. Really, I want to talk about something else called Gladiator too. But the way I really like the movie, I like the script. I honed in on the script. It's really great writing. But you can see where different people watching this film, you get different things because depending on the era that you watch the film in. So it had enough action, maybe it didn't have enough action for you because you're so used to seeing so much action. You see, it didn't have like that. Plus the period it takes place in the Roman time. There's a whole lot of, for lack of a better term, feminine action, feminine, whatever like that. So even Denzel's character in that era, it's more an effeminate kind of thing, and so, but you can't show that in Denzel because it's Denzel. He's not just an actor. He can't be going kissing no dudes and stuff like that. Because you have your image, your actor image, and then all I'm trying to say is that you can see, and especially in that era, people have to understand. Back then, I know I'm jumping around. Let me say this. I heard one thing where they was talking. I saw a documentary on Spartans or whatever, and what they would do, they would always hook you up with a younger boy, whatever have you. You saw a trainer, whatever have you, and then you become friends, intimates, whatever have you. So you're more likely to fight for your brother in arms or your lover in arms, continue to fight than if you had a wife at home or something like that. Anyway, I got to this whole thing just to say, depending on when you were exposed to film, your era of filmdom, whatever, I think you're going to think different things of seeing the Denzel movie. Okay, now, I'm sorry I had to take you through all that, but it's sort of like, actually, it's not. It's like this. When people look at the world today, everybody's orientated towards it's almost like Rome or it's Italy. Rome. everything starts with the Roman Empire. Everything goes back to Rome or even before that Socrates. And that's your whole orientation. That's all you know. You don't know any other stories, any other narratives. And the movies ain't been made about other kinds of things that's happening at the same time, blah, 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 blah. So what happens is everything's orientated towards that. So right now, in the world tonight, Syria just got whatever Syria got. Syria got. But they knew Syria was going to get got because it's like they say, what if the modern conflicts are scripted? I stole that from Tom Grassi. What if the NFL was scripted? Don't worry about that part either. Okay. And it's almost like, whoa, first of all, I look at the Syria thing and I'm going like, this reminds me of something. And then when I think back, when Gaza first happened, when they first started that thing, my first question when it hit, they said, wait a second, how they allow all this? I thought Israel had the most sophisticated blah blah in the world. How could they not see that something was going to happen, right? So I quickly said, oh, this is bogus. That just went on. I'm not that's just not my concern. I just serve my service. I like that. When this happened, it seemed like the forces against Syria, against the established Syria, whoever was running Syria around, just strolled through from Aleppo to Damascus, and they had an epiphany on the road to Damascus. They had no resistance to get to their epiphany on a road to Damascus, and which was kind of strange to me. Which suggests that, they knew this was going to happen. They allowed this to happen. So when this master chess game with the thing, here's my advice. This is why I bring this up. This is a world day because, every day is a different tirade, so-called tirade. I'm not tirading a lot. I should tirade more, talk louder, whatever. Think about it. Wednesday is World Day, things that happen in the world. Thursday is Audio Drama Day, which I particularly like. Friday is like whatever I missed during the week. Like Saturday is whatever comes into my head. Sunday is I sort of read something and riff off of that. Monday is the me day, talk about me. Tuesday is what happened in the States day, and then Wednesday is what happened in the world day. I have advice for people as far as these world issues. First of all, there's one thing I've been trying to do is like everybody, no matter how old you are, young you are, I should say how young you are, you shouldn't stay away from cell phones till you're about 17, 18. The point is, then you should be having your own expression thing. You should be able to talk out. Just talking to the camera. Even if you only have 5 people listening to you, get your opinion out there because they're getting their opinion out there. What's killing the modern media is that there's a lot of people that are a lot more sophisticated, a lot more than the so-called legacy. Look, the mainstream, the corporate media. Corporate media has their agenda, and then you as an individual, you start talking to the camera just like they can talk into a camera, and you should have your own agenda. Meaning, this thing that's happening, this setup that's happening in Syria with the whole, if it's not your concern, if you ain't got a loved one there, or if you don't have some sort of, whatever you have, then leave it alone. Concentrate on what you need to concentrate on. The 2 or 3 things in your life that's going to change things for the better. I'm saying better, but some people want to change things for the worse. I don't know. But the point really is, this is a time when they're busy doing what they do, you should be doing what you do. The first thing you need to do is find out about yourself. I want to get into that. That's a whole other thing. Well, I did that already. Look, find out about yourself. Find out what motivates you. Why are you listening to these people that's having a fight over here? It has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? Why are you listening to them? No, you got to get your own agenda and concentrate on your 1 or 2 things that you need to change to make your world a better place. I was going to say the world, but that's a little bit too grandiose for people, right? So that's what it is. And just ignore this other stuff because they're ignoring what you. If you want peace in the world, they're ignoring that. Think about that. Say, for instance, you're a peacenik. I just want peace. I want this killing to stop and the children and whatever you want to say. Well, then concentrate on that and stop. But I can concentrate if I can stop them from dropping the bomb. No. Oh, no. If that's what you want to do, then that's the way you do it. But you concentrate on what you got to concentrate and stop getting sucked into their trap. That's my thing for today. I'll talk to you mañana. Why am I saying mañana? I'm going to India, not Central America, but tomorrow, all right? Or maybe. We'll see. Maybe not. Who knows? Bye. See you.